RHOBH spooked by Dor Kemsley's son and his ominous prediction. RHO fans are spooked by Dor Kemsley's Jagger after his ominous prediction on the season 12 premiere. Keep reading and we'll explain. What has fans upset in October of 2021? News broke that Dor Kemsley was the target of an armed home invasion hours after the season 11 reunion episode aired. She was held at gunpoint by intruders in her own home while her husband PK was out of the country. The couple's 2 young children were home at the time of the robbery. However, Jagger, 8, and Phoenix, 6, reportedly slept through the terrifying incident during a recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live. Dor shared to her kids a still Kulaba home invasion. Coincidentally, RHOBH cameras had been at Dee's home hours before the robbery, and fans find the footage spooky. Why season 12 of RHOBH premiered on May 11 with the security camera footage of 2 masked men breaking into the Kemsley home. The episode then backtracked to the mundane days leading up to the incident where the women rehashed season 11 drama. The camera crews captured Dorrit's 2 kids during court practice in their backyard. The seemingly innocent moment took on new meaning in the aftermath of the robbery. Eagle-eyed RHOBH fans were spooked by Jagger's ominous prediction. During the cat session, The Sun reports that at one moment in practice, the 8-year-old pretends to be fending off bad guys. Hours later, his mother faced down some bad guys who broke into the family's home. Fans took to Twitter to dissect the eerie moment of Dorrit's son and his ominous prediction. However, not everyone believed Dead's story of the masked intruders. Security camera footage does show 2 masked men breaking the window and entering Dorrit's home. Later footages shows them driving a blanket reportedly full of expensive jewelry and other belongings they stole from the home during the RHOBH season 12 premiere. Kemsley shared new details about what happened inside the home. According to the reality star, she was held at gunpoint and at one point helped the intruders find her valuables. However, some internet users are skeptical of the whole story. They allege that the robbery was planned as an insurance scam. Some viewers found it odd that PK went immediately to Kyle Richards' house after arriving back in the States, instead of reuniting with his wife in private. Neither PK nor Dorrit has responded to the allegations from viewers. What do you think of Dorrit's son and his ominous prediction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Jennifer Havener grew up in a small town in upstate New York. She earned her BA in writing and literature from RHOBH University in Boulder, Colorado. She always knew watching reality TV shows and soap operas, particularly Days of Our Lives, would come in handy someday. When she's not writing, she's playing with her dogs Lola and RHOBH. Spooked by Dor Kemsley's son and his ominous prediction. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. RHOBH has long been a series known for its drama, glamorous lifestyles, and ever unpredictable moments. Yet in its most recent season, the show took a decidedly eerie turn when Dorrit Kemsley's young son Jagger made a chilling prediction that left the cast and viewers alike feeling uneasy with his innocent tone and unsettling words. The child's foresight seemed more than just a random utterance. What was meant as a passing remark during a family gathering would soon become the talk of the season, sending shockwaves through Beverly Hills social elite. A glimpse into the Kemsley family home. Dor at Kemsley, one of RHOBH's most fashionable and outspoken stars, has always kept a tight grip on her family's privacy. She shares a glamour life with her husband Paul PK Kemsley and their 2 children Jagger and Phoenix. However, it's not just Dorrit's high-end wardrobe and penchant for extravagant vacations that draw attention. Her family's intimate moments have often slipped into the limelight. Over the years, Dorrit has opened up about her parenting style and how she strives to balance her bustling career with her role as a mother. But this season, it wasn't Dee's parenting that had everyone talking. Instead, it was a simple statement from her young son that took on a far more sinister tone. In an early episode of the season, Dorrit and PK were hosting a casual dinner at their Beverly Hills mansion with some of the RHOBH ladies and their families present. The evening began like any other, filled with laughter, fine wine, and plenty of conversation as the group settled into their seats, and the night progressed. The children were seen playing together. In the background, Jagger, who at the time was about 7 years old, casually approached his mother and her guests with an unsettling remark that would send ripples through the out of nowhere. Turned to his mother and told her mom, "Something bad is going to happen soon." His words were delivered with an eerie seriousness that caught everyone off guard. Initially, those present rushed it off, thinking it was just a child's fleeting remark, one of those random things kids say when they've been left to their imaginations. However, Dee's reaction was immediate and telling. She paused, her face shifting into an unreadable expression as she processed what Jagger had said. "What do you mean, honey?" she asked, gently trying to coax an explanation. Jagger simply shrugged, but the air in the room seemed to grow thick with tension. He wasn't upset, nor was he acting out in any way that suggested he was just being mischievous. Instead, there was an unsettling calmness in his words, as if he was conveying something deeper than what met the eye. "I don't know," Jagger replied almost too casually. "I just know it's coming." He then walked off, leaving a sense of unease lingering in the air. Door, visibly shaken, didn't immediately address the moment in front of her guests, but her close friend Kyle Richards, always attuned to the nuances of a situation, couldn't help but notice the shift in the atmosphere. Kyle leaned over to Dorrit, whispering, "Are you okay?" "That was weird." Dorrit quickly nodded, but her mind was cleared elsewhere. The rest of the evening continued, but the cryptic words from Jagger hung over the party like a dark cloud. PK, who typically had a sense of humor about things, tried to brush it off, but even he couldn't shake the strange feeling. "Kids say the strangest things," he remarked, attempting to downplay the eerie prediction. However, for the RHOBH women, this incident was no small matter. Over the following episodes, the moment was frequently brought up during group discussions. The supernatural angle. As the season continued, the other housewives began to take notice of the ominous prediction, and several of them began to speculate whether Jagger's words were more than just child's play. While some brushed it off as a coincidence, others began to wonder if there was something supernatural at work. Erica Darty, known for her own share of drama and legal woes, expressed her skepticism, but was intrigued by the timing. "It's funny," she said in a confessional interview, "I don't believe in that whole spiritual stuff, but it was definitely one of those moments where you had to wonder, is this a sign?" Lorena, ever the dramatic force within the group, couldn't help but lean into the idea that Jagger's words might have been a premonition. "You hear about kids being more connected to things that we can't understand," she said, eyes wide with intrigue. "Maybe he's tapped into something men of us can see." The conversation quickly shifted from curiosity to concern, with the housewives questioning whether Jagger's prediction might somehow be linked to the upcoming events that would unfold within the group. Was the bad thing Jagger predicted related to the drama surrounding the Kemsley family, or was it something larger at play, an impending catastrophe involving one of their own? A series of unfortunate events in the following weeks. It seemed like Jagger's words may have had an eerie truth to them. The Keems, who had previously enjoyed a relatively low-profile life in the RHOBH world, soon found themselves at the center of turmoil. Dee's marriage with PK, once seen as picture-perfect, began to unravel under the strain of financial issues, and the couple's complex relationship with money, as the couple faced mounting pressure both from their creditors and from the stress of their public lives. Dork confided in her fellow housewives that things at home were becoming very difficult. Her family, once seemingly invincible, was now battling financial stress and what appeared to be an impending crisis. Dork had always prided herself on being a strong, glamorous woman, but the cracks were starting to show. Was this what Jagger had been referring to when he spoke about something bad happening? It certainly seemed like a possibility. Then, as if the situation wasn't already strained enough, Dorrit was involved in a terrifying robbery incident that made headlines worldwide. In a horrifying moment, Dorrit was held at gunpoint in her own home during a late-night burglary while she and her children were fortunately unharmed. The traumatic event shook Dorrit to her core and left her questioning her safety and security. Could this have been the bad thing Jagger had predicted? The timing of the robbery, which took place just weeks after Jagger's ominous statement, had the housewives and viewers wondering if there was any connection. Of course, it's impossible to say for certain whether Jagger's words were anything more than coincidence. However, the sheer number of tumultuous events that seemed to follow his prediction made many of the housewives, as well as the audience, begin to look at the situation through a more supernatural lens. Dorrit's reaction in the aftermath of the robbery. Dorrit found herself re-examining Jagger's cryptic comment. It's hard not to wonder, she confessed in a vulnerable moment on camera when he said that, "I thought it was just something kids say, but now after everything that's happened, I'm left wondering if he knew something I didn't." While she didn't explicitly state that she believes Jagger had some sort of supernatural insight, it was clear that the motherly instinct to protect her family, combined with the unsettling chain of events, had left her feeling shaken. "I'm just grateful my kids are safe," Dorrit added, tears welling in her eyes as she reflected on the events of the season. "But I'll never forget what Jagger said. Sometimes I think kids know more than we give them credit for." The housewives respond. The rest of the housewives were quick to offer their support, but some couldn't help but notice the shift in the group's dynamics. "Dorrit is a strong woman," Kyle Richards said, "but seeing her so rattled by Jagger's words, that's the thing that really got to me." Has the season finale approached, the dark cloud hanging over the Kemsley family only seemed to grow, culminating in a tense group reunion where the events of the past months would finally come to a head. Dorrit's vulnerability and the unsettling nature of Jagger's prediction would leave a lasting impression on the group, and it was clear that the Kemsley's journey was far from over. That aftermath, while we may never know for sure whether Jagger's prediction was a simple coincidence or a glimpse into a deeper truth, the chilling words of a young boy have certainly left their mark on RBH. The show, known for its high drama and explosive confrontations, has never before seen such a mystifying moment. Whether viewers believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain: the Kemsley family will never look at Jagger's words the same way again. What started as an innocent remark has evolved into a storyline that fans will continue to talk about for years to come. If one thing's for sure, Dee's life in Beverly Hills may never feel the same, especially when her son's ominous words linger in the back of her mind.